So what we want to do is we want to make sure before we put it back into exponential that the argument is by itself. Right now, the argument is always whatever in the parentheses. So I need to move this plus 3 to the other side. How am I going to move the 3 to the other side? By subtracting 3. So this is going to bring us to y minus 3 is equal to log base a half of x minus 1. Now we're going to change this into exponential. So my base is a half, my exponent is y minus 3, and the answer is x minus 1, right? Log base answer equals exponent. I can't leave it like this. What should I do? I want to just x by itself, so I'm going to now add that 1 over. So I now have x is equal to a half of y minus 3 plus 1. So this is fitting the format of x equals 1 over b raised to the y minus k plus h. Does anybody remember the key point for the parent graph of this? It's switched now. It used to be 0, 1, now it's 1, 0. But I'm going to have to shift that key point. So the key point of the parent graph is 1, 0, but now I'm shifting it. So I'm going to shift it 3 units where? Up, down, left, or right? This is with the y. So remember, it's supposed to be y minus k, so when it's minus, it's actually positive. So I'm going to take this point and I'm going to shift it 3 units up. And then 1 unit, so it's plus h, 1 unit to the right. So we're going 3 up, 1 unit to the right. So the k represents our vertical shift, our h represents our horizontal shift. Yes?
So it's no longer 0, 1 as the key point, now it's 1, 0.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Did you watch my video?
I did, but I didn't get that either.
Okay, so basically, a log is the inverse of an exponential. And when you have an inverse function, you're essentially switching x and y. So the key point for an exponential was 0, 1, right? Since it's the inverse, you switch your domain and range, so that 0, 1 becomes 1, 0. That's why we switch it. All right, so now we are 1, 0. I'm going to go 3 units up and 1 unit to the right. And now I'm going to have an asymptote 1 unit to the left of the key point. Now, is this function increasing or decreasing, and how do you know? It's decreasing. Why? Good, because the base is the fraction from left to right, we're decreasing. So it's going to look something like that. And this is just a general sketch. All I need is the key point. So now I have on the quiz, I'm going to ask you domain and range. So I might as well just ask it now. Maya?
Why wouldn't it keep going through the x?
It is. That's why I have the arrow.
No, like past it.
It will. Oh, before you turn? It doesn't really matter. You want to go like that?
Yeah.
That's fine. It doesn't matter. Like I said, this is just a general idea of what's happening. Yeah.
Do you have both types of the different graphing?
No, just logs.
Okay, because that's going to be hard to memorize, which one is which.
Nope, just logs. Okay, so tell me, guys, what is the domain here? It's not all real numbers. So it looks like we're starting at 1 and going to infinity. Why did I do a parenthesis, not a bracket for 1?
Because it's not included.
Good, because it's not included, because that's where the asymptote is, and the asymptote's not included. What about our range?
Over
Range is all reals. You got it. Here you go.
So the domain's about where the asymptote is?
Mm-hmm.
For the first one.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's try another one. So number 2, all reals. Oh, that's the range is all reals. Domain is 1 to infinity. So you tell me, before I put this into exponential, what should I do?
You add 2
Good. I need the argument to be by the log and the argument to be by itself. So I'm going to add 2 to the other side. So now I'm going to have y plus 2 is equal to log base 3 of x plus 4. And now I'm going to change this into exponential. So my base is 3. What's my exponent? I think I heard it. What was it? Y plus 2. And that's going to equal my argument, which is x plus 4. But we're not done yet, because when it comes to graphing this, I need the x by itself. So what's the last thing I'm going to do? Subtract that 4. So we're going to have x is equal to 3 raised to the y plus 2 minus 4. So this fits the format of x equals b to the y minus k plus h. What's wrong, Maya?
Wait, how did you do that last step?
Subtract the 4. I just switched the x.
Oh, because you switched. I didn't.
Yeah, I just switched it. Did that confuse you? You guys want me to write it back where x is on the right?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Janine, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the key point of the parent function here? Before shifting. 1, 0. The key point is 1, 0 before shifting. But now we have to shift. Now remember, what goes with the y up here is our vertical shift. But because it's supposed to be a minus, when it's a plus, you're actually shifting down. It's the opposite. So I'm going to shift 2 units down and 4 units where? To the left. Very good. So we're 2 units down, 4 units left. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's my new key point. And then I'm going to have a vertical asymptote 1 unit to the left of my key point. Now, is this graph increasing or decreasing? Increasing from left to right. So looks something like that. All right, what's the domain here? Good, -4 to infinity. Is it a bracket or a parenthesis around -4? Parenthesis. What about the range? All reals. What's wrong? All right, I want you guys to try the next 2 on your own, and then we'll go over them. Yes, Nico.
So on the key, you're putting like different little like dots, points on along the line. You need that, like right here.
No, you don't need that.
Okay.
Oh, I uploaded the wrong key.
Yeah, it is a little weird. But
that one is more specific. I'm gonna upload a different key. I'll take that one down and I'll do it. Don't worry.
I'm not worried. Don't worry.
Do I want to eat my lollipop now or save it?
Save it.
Okay.
How to talk with it.
I manage.
See if you're honest fast enough to talk about.
I already had that.
Oh. So your first period?
First and fourth. I'll go back up here so you guys could see what I did.
Another one?
Yes.
Can you put a vertical asymptote like on the zero, like over here? Right
Yeah,
on.
absolutely.
Alright.
That works.
I thought you couldn't do that for some reason.
Nico, how was skiing?
It's good. Legs are sore.
Shall we go over it? Yes?
Sure.
Okay. What should we have got? So, first thing, I'm moving that 5 over. So we are at y minus 5 equals log base 2 of x plus 3. Now we're going to turn it back into exponential. So it's 2 raised to the y minus 5 equals x plus 3. Can I leave that plus 3 there? No. Let's move it over. So we're 2 raised to the y minus 5 minus 3 equals x. So my key point for my parent graph is 0, 1. I'm sorry, 1, 0. But now I'm shifting. I'm shifting 5 units up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 units to the left. 1, 2, 3. So there is my new key point. Now you always have a vertical asymptote 1 unit to the left of your key point. And because this base is not a fraction, that means we are increasing from left to right. So it looks something like that. How many people got that? Okay. And, oh, sorry, domain and range. The domain here is going to be -3 to infinity, and the range will be all real numbers. All right, number 4, I'm going to take y equals log base 1/3 of x, and then plus 3, I'm going to move that plus 3 over. So y minus 3 equals log base 1/3 of x. Now we change it into exponential, so it's 1/3 raised to the y minus 3 is equal to x. There's nothing to move over, right? The x is already by itself, so we're good. So what does that mean? That means my key point for my parent graph is 1, 0. And I'm going to move this key point 3 units up. 1, 2, 3. I'm not shifting left at all because there's no plus h, left or right, because there's no plus h. And now I'm going to have a vertical asymptote 1 unit to the left of my key point. And because my base is a fraction, we are decreasing from left to right. So it looks something like that. Our domain is 0 to infinity, and our range is all reals.
What's the key point on this graph?
For this one,
Yeah.
it's 1, 3. All right, so your graphing ones will be something like this. Now let's go on to our logs or our exponentials. So we want to simplify and evaluate. All right, first things first. See how I have that 1/9? I want to change it into an integer, not a fraction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write 3 raised to the 5x minus 2. Now, how do I change 1/9 into an integer, not a fraction? What should I do? 9 raised to the what? -1 raised to the negative x minus 4. What do you think I'm going to tell you to do next? Change that 9 into what?
3.
A 3, good. So now we have 3 raised to the 5x minus 2 equals 3 to the negative second raised to the negative x minus 4. Power to a power, you multiply. So I'm going to distribute in that -2. So we have 3 raised to the 5x minus 2 is equal to 3 raised to the 2x plus 8. Now that I have the same base, I'm going to set the exponents equal. 5x minus 2 equals 2x plus 8. So we get 3x equals 10. X is equal to 10/3. Can I go to the next one? Okay, so for this one, I'm going to have log base 4, and now this is 8 to the 1/4. Equals x. It would be nice if I could change that 8 into a base of 4, but I can't, so then I can't use the shortcut. So now I'm going to change into exponential. 4 raised to the x equals 8 to the 1/4. What do you think I'm going to tell you to do with both the 4 and the 8?
Make it base 2.
Change it to a base of 2. So we're going to have 2 to the second raised to the x equals 2 to the third raised to the 1/4. Power to a power you multiply, so I have 2 to the 2x equals 2 to the 3/4. Now that I have the same base, now I can set their exponents equal. 2x equals 3 over 4. I have to get x by itself, so I can divide by 2. But dividing by 2 is the same as multiplying by what? Multiplying by a half. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to multiply by a half here and multiply by a half here. That way these cancel and I get x equals 3 times 1 is 3, 4 times 2 is 8. Nico?
It's kind of like head, but would you put a question like 7 on there?
Sure, there's nothing wrong with 7.
That was hard. That'd be good.
Can I erase this? No. Nico?
Do you remember 4? Did you do that?
Sure.
Wait, did you do that? I was on a big thing.
I did not do it, no.
Okay.
I haven't done anything except 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
Can I now erase this? Anybody still copying this one? Okay.
I was confused at the end.
All right, so for number 3, I'm going to pull this 3 as an exponent. So this is going to be log base 2 of 32 to the 3rd power. I'm going to change that 32 into a base of 2. So log base 2 of 2 to the 5th raised to the 3rd. Everybody okay with what I've done so far? Power to a power, don't I multiply? So this is log base 2 of 2 to the 8th. Isn't this a shortcut? 8, you got it. Log base b of b to the t is t. Oh, I added. Sorry, this is 15. Your answer is 15. Sorry. Power to a power, you multiply. The shortcuts help. Can I erase? Anybody still copying this? I have the answer key, so I'll post the answer key that shows all my work. The one that I posted isn't good. All right, so for number 4, I'm taking that half and I'm bringing it up here. So now I'm going to have ln of e to the 25th raised to the half. Power to a power, we multiply, so now I have ln of e to the 25 over 2. Is this a shortcut? Yeah, what is it? 25 over 2.
Oh, it's on the answer key said it was 5, and I was like, how'd you get 5 and 25 divided by 2?
No, sorry, that answer key is wrong. Stop looking at that answer key. I told you that one's wrong. I'm going to post the right one. We done copying? All right, let me erase this. I think we could skip number 5, right? Or do you guys want to try number 5 on your own? Try it? Okay, try number 5 on your own. Actually, you could try 5 and 6 on your own. Try 5 and 6 on your own. Some of them.
Take the 5 and put it outside so it's 5, which is 16.
All right, let's go through this. So for this one, we have 36 raised to the negative 4x. I'm going to change that 1 over 6 into 6 to the negative first, raised to the x plus 3. Now I'm going to change this 36 into a base of 6. So this is going to be 6 squared raised to the negative 4x equals 6 to the negative first raised to the x plus 3. Power to a power, we multiply. So I'm going to get 6 raised to the negative 8x. And now for the second one, don't forget you have to distribute. So this becomes a negative x minus 3. Now that we have the same base, we can set their exponents equal. So negative 8x equals negative x minus 3. I'm going to add that x over. So we have negative 7x equals negative 3. Divide by negative 7. And we get x is equal to 3 over 7. What's wrong? You okay, Matt? All right, so that was number 5. Number 6, I would have done log base 4 of 16 raised to the 1/5. And what do you think I'm going to recommend we do with that 16? Change it to a base of 4. So now this is a shortcut, which is just 2 over 5. What's wrong, Tice?
No, the 3 over 7. kind of confused for a second.
3 over 7 messed you up? Do you need me to explain?
I get it now.
You get it now? The negative 4 had an x there in the beginning, yeah. Did I write it wrong? Yeah, no, it was a negative 4x. All right, number 7. Is anybody still copying number 5? Can I erase number 5? Okay. So for number 7, I know it's a decimal, but I would actually change it to a fraction. Why? So this is, when there's no base, what base is it? 10. So this is log base 10 of 1 over 1,000. Do you guys all agree? And that's exactly what we want to do. Okay, so right now I have 0.001 is 1 over 1,000. Well, that's the same as 1,000 raised to the negative first. But then I can change 1,000 into a base of 10. So this is going to be 10 raised to the negative third power. And is this a shortcut? Yep, it's negative 3. How am I doing on time? What time is it?
15 minutes.
Oh, good.
14.
No, you guys need me to do as many problems as I can.
Oh.
All right, let's do number 8. That's all that's going to be on the quiz. Okay, so for number 8, we need to seriously simplify that denominator. So what I'm going to do is the first denominator, sorry, that exponent. I'm going to first pull that 2 up above that 6. So this is going to be log base 4. Are you guys okay if I change that 6 squared into 36, if I just write 36 right away? Okay, good. Minus, now I'm going to take this 2 and bring it as an exponent, and that's going to be log base 4 of 9. Everybody okay with what I've done so far? All right, we are going to simplify that exponent even more. I'm going to bring it down to 1 log. How? How could I possibly bring this down to 1 log? Good. Turned log subtraction into log division, right? They both have the same base, log base 4, and because it's log base 4 minus log base 4, I can change it into 1 log base 4 and then division. And what's 36 divided by 9? 4. So now we have 4 raised to the log base 4 of 4. We're still simplifying this numerator. What's log base 4 of 4? 1. So this is 4 to the first power, which is just 4. If you didn't remember that shortcut, if you didn't remember that log base 4 of 4 is 1, that's okay. You can just solve it. Log base 4 of 4 equals x. So 4 to the x equals 4 to the first. So x has to equal 1. Anytime you don't remember a shortcut, you could just solve it. It's not a problem. How about you guys try number 9? Yes.
Are questions like
There you
12 and 13 good?
12.
Those are the ones.
Yeah, that's not, they're not bad. Do you want me to do them now?
I mean,
Yes. Yes.
I know how to do them now, but like, especially 13, like, that was like a little hard because there's no like number, it's like just X.
I'll show you. Are we okay with number 8?
Sure. Is the answer too confusing?
I told you to stop looking at the answer key, Nico.
Sure. How does post that?
You're not listening to instructions.
Oh my God, I feel like I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Why are you still looking at me?
I don't know.
Okay, number 9. Do you guys think you could handle number 9? Hint, simplify that exponent. Simplify that exponent down to 1 number. And then it will be very easy. Yeah.
How do you feel about Usher's performance during the Super Bowl?
I thought he killed it. I thought he did so good.
Do you like Rihanna or him better?
Ew, Rihanna was horrible.
What?
That's crazy.
She was one of the worst halftime performances of all times. The girl barely moved.
She was
pregnant.
Beyonce did a show when she was pregnant and she killed it. Rihanna was horrible.
Kill it without moving.
She didn't kill it.
I thought
She
it
was
was
so
cool.
bad.
I thought it was so good. What about the
Rihanna?
dancers? No, what about the dancers though? They
I'm
were
sorry.
so good.
The
marshmallows?
no. The lady stole the show that was doing
The sign language.
the sign language. She killed it. Rihanna should take a lesson from her.
That is such a
That's
cool
crazy.
thing. I've never heard that.
I don't know how good this
She was
is.
so bad. What?
I was disappointed with Usher. I thought he could have done it. Yeah, me too. I didn't like Usher. He looked so stressed behind the Yeah.
Well, because I felt bad for him because in the beginning the sound system wasn't working good.
I feel like he could have done better. He did.
Yeah.
He could have done so much better.
No,
He should have brought out Justin Bieber. Yeah.
his
He's in this.
Justin Bieber was in the stands.
Yeah,
No,
he
he
was
he
there.
ended on a very high note. He started a little slow, Usher, but come on, the roller skates, the flips. He brought out Luda. Come on.
Yeah, I know. There was just such a
Alicia Keys is good.
He started off good. Yeah, the songs were insane.
You love her? Yeah, she's good. He was a little touchy with her.
Yeah, she's married.
It's
He has a whole wife.
husband.
All right, guys, let's see this. Log base 6 of 6 to the log of 100. I'm starting off by changing this. Remember, this is log base 10 of 100. Well, isn't that the same as log base 10 of 10 squared? So what is that? 2. So this is log base 6 of 6 squared. And what's the shortcut? 2. All right, let me show you ones like 10 and what was it, Nico? 10, 12, 13?
12, yeah. No,
10, 12.
13,
10, 12, 13. Okay. So number 10, we have log base 3 of x minus 1 equals 4. For this, we're going to change it back into exponential. So this is 3 to the 4th equals x minus 1. Right? Log, base, answer equals exponent. Well, 3 to the 4th power is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, which is 81 equals x minus 1. What do you think I'm going to do now? Add that 1, so we have 82 is equal to x. That's number 10. Can I erase number 10? All right, number 12. Do you guys want me to do number 11?
Yeah.
Okay, number 12. X plus 2 quantity squared equals 81. We're solving for x. To undo a square, we take the square root. But when I take the square root of something, what do I have to account for? Plus or minus. So we're plus or minus 9. So now we're going to have two different answers. We're going to have x plus 2 equals positive 9 and x plus 2 equals negative 9. We get x is equal to 7 and x is equal to negative 11. See, it wasn't bad, Nico. And number 13. X to the negative 3rd equals 8. Oh, this is a bad one. I see what you're saying. I'll still do it. So what I would do here is I need this to be an exponent of 1. So I'm going to raise this to the negative 1/3. So this is going to be x is equal to 8 raised to the negative 1/3. Well, isn't that just going to be 1 over 8 to the 1/3? Fix the negative. Don't worry about this one.
Yeah.
But that will just equal x equals a half. Don't worry about 13. I won't give you anything like 13. I can be done now. I've done a lot of problems. If I were you, I'd still do the remaining problems. I'll post the answer key. The real answer key, Nico.
The real one.